Who's this? That's Carl and Kevin.
Here, just say something on that. Oh, okay, this is your look.
That's it. Whoop. This is MomMom and Carl and Kevin in our house in Barbados. Killing an afternoon here. There's nothing else to do. This is Carl and Kevin's bedroom. We used to keep Carl and Kevin in the same bedroom. It had a big iron gate. When we put them to bed, we could lock the iron gate so they couldn't attack anybody. What the hell is this? Ooh, hey, this is the movies that Dad took. I wish I had taken. This is when we sailed in a catamaran.
That's a friend.
Yeah. Oh. This is the skipper and his crew. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, guys. Here we are right off the shores of the Coral Cliff Hotel in Barbados, down on the Caribbean side. And what's the matter? We stuck on the bottom? Oh,
No, it's a glass bottom boat.
What you see in front of you is a 28-foot catamaran sailboat. This sailboat is the fastest sailboat on the island. This friend of mine who runs the Coral Cliff charters out this catamaran during the weekdays, and he called me up. He said, look, since I know you, anytime you want to take this thing out with your friends or whoever, you just let me know, and I'll give it to you. Well, since I had Mom and Dad that day, I decided to take the crew out with me. So what we have here is myself and Cheryl and Carl and Kevin, and I forget this fellow's name, but this was the skipper, and I booked him because he knew how to sail this thing very well, and his first mate as crew. There's Dad. And as soon as we get out of the harbor and get underway, you'll see how fast this thing goes. This is the cabin down below. Now this is a catamaran, remember this. I hope we do okay. I don't see much wind here today. But this was a custom-built catamaran for the Coral Reef Club. Here's Mom. She's already seasick. And there's Cheryl. She's thinking about it. Okay, we got the sails up. We got a little wind going for us. We're not really clipping along, but we've got some kind of breeze. And a blue sail, I remember that. We used to race this thing many times against some of the other big yawls and sloops on the Caribbean side of the island. We used to beat every one of them. Now here we are. We're heading north along the western coast of Barbados. What you're looking at here is the western coast of Barbados. Right about here, I believe, well, I'm looking back. I don't know where we are now because I don't recognize any of this. Six Men's Bay. That's our house right there. That's where we lived, and that was the view we had over the Caribbean. We had a rough life, pretty much, because we had to go into town every week and get groceries. Here we are heading up toward now look at the wake on this machine. Look at this thing go. Look at the skiff planing behind us. This was just a normal wind in Barbados. This was the typical trade winds at about 13 knots. Here's your typical Dad with the typical rum punch. We're heading up toward my Navy base now. Maybe that's what I'm pointing at. I don't know. But this is a typical midwinter day in Barbados. This is one of the yawls I used to race against all the time. See the yawl with the mizzen still up for steerage? Watch me pass him. Of course, he hasn't got his sails up. He's already given up. I used to get in this thing and beat every one of them. So here we are pulling into a harbor here. We're going to drop the anchor. Or are we done? Yeah, we're dropping the anchor, and we're going to go swim and do funny stuff. This is a bunch of tourists from the hotel down from us, which was called Sandy Lane, which is a very posh tourist resort. and they used to have people mostly from Great Britain and Germany who came down to visit. The motel that we booked, or that usually took this catamaran out to tourists, was called Cobbler's Cove. This is we're back in our house now in Barbados, and this is our pool. This is Kevin who lost his swim trunks. I don't know.